My research is about trying to make sense of teacher identity in Bangladesh. My research questions broadly ask how do teachers make sense of themselves? How do teachers experience their identity construction, and especially the beginning teachers, and what informs particularly their literacy rituals that I will focus on in my study. The way I have conceptualized my research is by understanding the importance of Adda in the lives of the teachers in my research. I have particularly chosen a social action that is embedded within the teachers' private lives that permeates their inner and outer circles of social relationships. Adda is a Bengali social phenomenon which stayed in its original verbal form, where any topic, any context is internalized within a situated knowledge, and that knowledge has several functions in which it's being performed. Teacher identity is an area where ethnographical methodology has not been used too much, especially in the context of Bangladesh, because educational research has always been about where teachers are told by people outside their practice how to improve their practice. Teaching is a highly complex area where teachers play a very marginal role in improving that experience. A teacher in Bangladesh comes from a certain socio-economic, political background, and there are competing voices or multiple voices which plays their role in the classroom and outside the classroom. One way of knowing or that meta-narrative would be to allow teachers to express those complex natures or relationships that exist within their lives as a child or an adult or an individual as they experience the totality of their social relationships. So that's why I have used heteroglossa to understand how a teacher discourse is created about education in Bangladesh. It needs to be studied in its authentic environment, and that's why through engaging themselves in an Adda, they probably would be able to shed more light or meta-narrative that is occasionally missing from more rigorous research. However, there is a subaltern aspect to it in my study. Provincialism, an idea that I've borrowed from postcolonial studies, or transitive narrative when I talk about normalized discourse of teacher education, Adda, where teachers subvert or question the way they are studied or they are interpreted through research. Adda would be used as both as a data collection methodology and a way to self-reflect what it's like to be a teacher in terms of research. In my study, I have looked into literatures from other ethnographical studies which have been employed on the teachers' lives in their childhood literacy as a researcher and teacher at the same time. I've also looked into online professional development on writing achievement tests, various aspects of teaching which used some sort of ethnographical or narrative inquiry method. So teacher identity is interesting topic for me, not because it allows multiple ways of looking at the problem. It also allows me to listen it from the teachers themselves using a method which is very much part and parcel of their identity in Bangladesh.